What's going on, everybody? Billy Rains here, coming to you on the Billy Rains channel. Anyway, it is super foggy out this morning. We're doing the whole fueling up thing, running low on fuel. Pretty tired this morning between the waking up early and having to stop and get gas and all the fog this morning. Pretty low on energy, so yeah, so that'll work. All right, we got our energy drink, we got our pre-trip done, we're ready to go, ready to get this day started. We're gonna go pick our load up, and then we're gonna go to the receiver. The receiver is a live unload, so we should be able to talk more once we get there. The sun will be up, be full of energy, it'll be a lot better. Love me some Prime Energy. Let's talk about it. So I am currently at my receiver waiting to get unloaded. And I'm not going to blast this receiver because 99 times out of 100, things go well. But every once in a while, you just have one of those days at one of those shippers. So I get here early and I check in, and they say, hey, you can't check in until 15 minutes before your appointment. I'm like, fine, that's cool. So I'm here already. I'll park on the street. I will wait till 15 minutes before my appointment, and I will check in. So I do that. While I'm doing that, another driver from my same company, very nice lady, comes and arrives after me, but before her appointment, which I'm assuming our appointments are at the same time. And because we do two of these 9:30s every day, it's not, we're doing the same thing. She shows up only 20 minutes before the appointment. Well, she walks up to the guard shack 20 minutes before the appointment. They check her in. She goes around. Mind you, I got here first, which I guess doesn't matter. But I got here first. So once she gets here, I go check in. It's still a couple minutes early. And I get over here, and she checks me in and sends me around. Which, if it just would have been that, it's fine. Everybody has bad days, or, maybe, I don't know. Could be anything. Could be anything. But then I get over here, and she's already backing into a door. So I go check in. I get there. The lady takes my paperwork and walks off. So I'm like, okay. So two other drivers come in after me, both of which also have, one had a 9:30 appointment. One actually had a 9 o'clock appointment, which is, he was like 30 minutes late. So they give both these people doors and then come back and give me a door. Which, again, wouldn't be so bad, but it's a regular customer, so I can't really complain or get mad or anything. But the reason it sucks is because this place is the kind of place that they check you in, put you on a door, and they unload one full truck at a time. They don't do more than one truck. So one truck just, I don't know what he's doing. But so I got her, I got another guy, and another guy, and another guy that I have to wait on all of them to get done before they start on me. But I get paid by the hour, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It's all just waiting time. But I feel like it makes me look like shit because I get here on time, early, mind you. Somebody gets here right at the appointment time, or not right at the appointment time, but a little early, check straight in. Other people get doors before me. So it's going to make me look like shit because I'm going to be here a lot longer than the other driver that got here after me. But it is what it is. Like I said, we get paid by the hour, so I guess I can't complain too much. Just one of the, just one of those days. So this morning I'm watching a video from another creator called Old Snapper or Trucking with Old Snapper. And basically his video, part of his video, was a response to my response to his video. So this part, since he put part of his video, part of this video is going to be my response to his response to my response to his video. If that makes any sense at all. So I guess in my response, I didn't explain myself well enough. I'm not just this guy out here that doesn't care about the industry or this country or anything like that. That's not who I am. I didn't just train students all willy-nilly and didn't give a shit about them. I didn't do that, okay? I remade them public, but I have videos on here. Some of my first videos I made where I interviewed my students that were on my truck. And if you notice, it goes like 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. It goes like that because some students didn't want to get recorded. But you can go back to those videos and see how my students thought of me and see where they were at and everything like that. Because I documented all that. The entire time I was a trainer, I was documenting it. Because I've had my YouTube channel longer than I've had my CDL by about 2 or 3 weeks. So everything I've done in my trucking journey is on here. So I know you didn't mean it this way, but don't assume that like I'm just this millennial, don't care about nothing. I do take personal responsibility for a lot of things, and I did train all the students that I trained as well as I could. Right? So some students I didn't finish, and they went to other trainers' trucks who were more apt to be able to teach them the way they needed to learn, and they went on to be better truck drivers because of it. Because my style of leadership and my style of training isn't necessarily for everybody. I'm really hard on people. I picked up trucking because I was in the Army. I picked up trucking kind of easy, like living on a truck, working with maps, figuring out where I'm at, figuring out where I'm going, being alone, all these things, waking up early, waiting, so many skills from the Army translate directly to being a truck driver, and I felt like I was good at it. My trainer sucked. My trainer didn't teach me shit. Everything I learned. So do you want to know where I learned to slide my fifth wheel? YouTube. You know where I learned to slide my tandems? YouTube. You want to know where I learned to chain up tires? YouTube. Between YouTube, a buddy I have named Jake Terry, who was a trucker for about 10 years in the 2000s or 90s, 2000s I think. He was a trucker for like 10 years and he's a trucker now. So between YouTube, that guy, different people I went to school with, different teammates I had, I picked up everything I needed to know. My trainer did not matter. And that's probably why I think that trainers don't matter, because my trainer didn't matter, because I didn't need him. Needed him to, I don't know, he didn't do shit for me at all. Like, not a fucking thing did he do for me. I learned everything I learned from other people or from YouTube. A lot of it from YouTube. A lot of it. Like, I learned how to slide a fifth wheel from an RVT video, Red Viking Trucker, way back in the day. If you find that video, you'll see my comment in there, because I commented on it. Thanks, man. Saved my day. Because I was really in a bad spot and I couldn't get a hold of anybody. And I just Googled sliding your fifth wheel and his video came up, and that's how I learned that. So I don't think that the problems that we have nowadays are in training and everything like that. We have a lot more assets at our disposal than maybe people did way back in yesteryear when you were training, right? But I just want to say that because I felt like kind of some of your stuff you were saying was kind of making it sound like I didn't give a fuck and I had a good reason not to give a fuck. It's not that I didn't give a fuck, because I did give a fuck. I did train the best I could. I did work like as hard as I could. I've always tried to be as good as I can. I just maybe wasn't cut out to train everybody. Like I wasn't meant to train everybody. Like if somebody was weak or if somebody was kind of like they needed their handheld or whatever, like I had 2 students on my truck at all times. So I really couldn't even be given, if somebody needed a lot of work, I couldn't give it to them. If somebody needed a lot of training, I couldn't do it. I was rocking and rolling. I was fast paced. We were running through stuff. Like I did like 15 students in like 2 months of training. Like I was running through these students. And the ones that could do it, loved it because it was fast-paced. They got done super quick onto their career, right? But there are some people that can't do the fast-paced thing, whether they be soft-ass people that were raised by their, lived in their parents' basement for, the first 20-something years of their life, whether they're like an inner-city kid that's probably don't even know how to drive or whatever, or they're from a foreign country or whatever, right? Not like I got a problem with foreigners, but like there's a language gap and they don't get me. So I don't necessarily have a problem with them, but they've never liked me. Anyway, the military thing translated a lot. I think I'm just really indifferent towards it now. But I'm glad that there are people out there that do have a heart for training, because I feel like when it comes to training, you need all parts. Because if you put me on like somebody's truck who likes to train people for 6 months and take things, I probably would have hated it. But some people absolutely need that level of training. I just don't think I did. I learned it on the fly, YouTube videos, talking to people on the phone. Like I linked up with, through YouTube, I linked up with a lot of different people, a lot of different sources of information, and I learned a lot that way by talking to people. So I don't know if that would work for everybody. But on another thing they said in this video that I was going to respond to was about like how trashed these places are. And this is not going to completely cover it. Like there's a lot of things that don't really have no explanation. Like, people sweeping their trailers out in the truck stop into those, because you'll back up to like grass, right? And people just sweep their shit straight off of there. Another thing is foreigners, right? If you've ever been to a third world, like I was in the Army, I went to Iraq. If you've ever been to a third world country, they literally throw all their garbage on the ground. They have poop water in the middle of their town, and all their poop systems just run into this like pond of poop water in the middle of town. Like it is. Some of these and there's a lot more foreigners. There's more and more foreigners every day. And I think that they don't necessarily have the same thing, Now the pooping behind the tires, I don't know, man. It's laziness. That's just pure laziness. And you're not going to fix that. And a lot of these dudes that you're trying to talk to about, trashing spots, they're probably not watching your videos. Like everybody that watches your videos, like all your subscribers are probably good, solid dudes that clean up after themselves and don't make messes, right? But the dudes that you're trying to talk to, I don't know if they're, hopefully you reach some of them, because it is a problem. Like I'm here at a customer and I can look over into this grass and I see trash over there. Like there's trash everywhere. Like us truckers are pretty much just third world country citizens throwing our trash everywhere, which is absolutely terrible. So like I said, it was going to take a long time, and it did. It took well over 3 hours, probably close to 3.5 hours to do all that. Just like I said it would. Just like I know what I'm talking about. But we're going to get these doors closed up. We already sent our macros and our paperwork in. Going to close these doors up. Going to get on down the road. Got another load to do. So you can tell from the wind over there, like that flag, that's pretty windy outside. So I'm not going to punish you guys and try to record some video out there, but I am about to go have me some sweet, sweet Whataburger. So I guess I didn't really cover like check out this sweet, sweet hooded Peterbilt over here. But anyway, I didn't really cover the loads I'm doing today. So this morning I went from Hutchins to Coppell. Then I deadheaded back to Hutchins, picked up another load, and now I'm heading to Cleburne. I bobtailed into Hutchins first thing this morning because last night's load, I had to drop it, and they didn't have an empty trailer, so there wasn't a hook involved. So I just basically left that trailer there. Started off today. We got to go to Cleburne, and then we'll probably take the empty that we get from Cleburne back to Hutchins so that we can try to see if our load's ready so that we get ourselves a good start for tomorrow, because tomorrow we got to do a Sam's Club and we got to come back to Cleburne. All right, that's going to about do it for today's video. We did make it to our second stop, our second drop-off of the day. I'll let you, it's starting to get dark out here. Well, not really, but by the time I get to my next place, it'll be dark. So I'm going to end it here. We'll catch up tomorrow on how today ended. So come back and check it out tomorrow. I will catch you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.